Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Maryland Darling Show. How's everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today we have a blue ink from Vistonti, the Vistonti Turquiose. Thanks go out to Gary and Kathy Scott for providing the sample for this review. How is everyone doing today? Hi Luna, how are you doing today? Long time no see. How you been? Alright, before we start, I'm going to share this with my friends on social media. At this time, I would encourage you to share this with your friends so they can also come and hang out with us too. All you have to do is click the little share button that's underneath this video, and then click one of the social medias, and it should open up a new tab or a new window to whatever the social media that you've chosen, and then you can share it with your friends and hopefully somebody that you think might enjoy this type of YouTube video might come and hang out with us. At least that is the hope anyway. So, I have officially started the partner process for YouTube. I don't know if I will be accepted or not, but I might be a partner soon, so that's wonderful news. I'm very excited. I can't wait. Getting 4 house plants delivered to Norton for your room. How exciting! Well, the next thing you need to do is you need to get yourself a bookshelf, because I still have your stuff over here, your books and stuff. So, yes. Okay, now that I have all that shared out, let's take a look at this ink. This is Vistonti Turquiose. It's a nice blue turquoise ink. I like it a lot. Here is our ink swatch and water resistance test. Shows I might not want to use this on the outside of an envelope for fear it may wash away. Here's our toilet paper chromatography. I don't see any funny colors coming out, just blue and maybe a little bit of black. And then here is our ink painting of the day. Beautiful. Alright, let's take a look at some. Let's do a little calligraphy with this ink to see how it look. I'm just gonna. This is. Very nice. Very nice indeed. But as you can see, when used in a calligraphy setting, it is significantly darker than it is in a broad nib setting. I think this is a broad nib. Let me see. This is yes, this is definitely a broad nib. So, something to consider. I like this osprey. Ah, the chatoyancy is amazing. Okay. Let's do some paper review, shall we? This is the Pen and Gear Memo book from Walmart.com. Gonna scooch in so I can see. There's no feathering. A little bit of bleeding there, a little bit of bleeding there, a little bit of ghosting. Alright, this is lightweight traveler's notebook paper. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Super lightweight traveler's notebook paper. No feathering, normal amount of ghosting. Field Notes Journal. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Moleskin 70 GSM. It's definitely seeping into the page and feathering, and it did bleed right through the page. Fabriano Eco Qua 85 GSM. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is 52 GSM Tomoe River. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. This is a Yush 100 GSM paper. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Leuchtturm 1917. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Midori MD paper. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Barely any ghosting. Cosmo Airlight 75 GSM. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. The Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Maramon Namasane 80 GSM dot grid. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford Optic paper. Nice shading, no feathering, little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Clairefontaine 90 GSM. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Exceed 100 GSM heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. Barely any shading, a little bit of spread, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is Archer Olive 160 GSM paper. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This paper is like super thick. It's like the thickest paper ever. Alright, this is Up and Up. Wide Rule Composition Book from Target.com. Nice shading, no feathering. A little bit of micro bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. True Red Composition Book from Staples.com. Nice shading. Barely any feathering. Little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Apica Notebook Paper. 81.4 GSM. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Artist Loft 100 GSM paper. Nice shading, a little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is the Nanami 7Cs 68 GSM Tomoe River. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Little tiny hint of ghosting. This is Sanzan Tomoe River. 52 GSM Tomoe River. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Look at that beautiful shading. It's got like multiple shading zones. Beautiful. U-Style notebook paper. There's just like the tiniest bit of feathering on each of these letters. A nice shading. And there's a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Oxford notebook paper. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. 5-star notebook paper from Mead. Ooh, it is feathering like a chicken. And it did bleed and ghost through the page. This is Pen & Gear Heavyweight notebook paper. Beautiful shading. One little tiny feather right there. No bleeding, no ghosting. I like this heavyweight notebook paper. It's definitely going to get used next year. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. Ooh, this one's feathering into the page, and there's a little bit of shading. There's no bleeding, no ghosting. Aqua B cross-section pad. Beautiful shading. No real feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. J&B. This is the J&B copper plate graph pad from johnneilbooks.com. There's no feathering, no bleeding, tiniest hint of ghosting. And this is Rhodia dot pad, 80 GSM. Beautiful shading. No real feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is Original Crown Mill 100 GSM paper. Gentle shading, no real feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Yeah, no feathering, that's great. Okay. Let's do a comparison panel. See where this ink lies. Oh, this box is getting so heavy. I have so many inks in here. I think that this ink is blue. It's definitely turquoise. Let's take a look at some light blue inks. See if we can place this ink I want to keep this out of my face, but I also want to be able to see what's going on in the chat. Alright, this is Vistonti Turquoise next to you. No. Oh, Pelican Edelstein Topaz is kind of close. Sub-Zero's kind of close. Cool Breeze is spot on. This one is like exactly the same color. No. Motor City Peacock is close. Whoopee Blue is kind of close. No. Lavender Blue Bahamas a little darker. Havasu Turquoise is kind of close. No. Carcos Turquoise is kind of close. Jeroboam Blue Provence is kind of darker. No. Horizon Blue is kind of close. Stipula Light Blue is kind of close. Caribbean Blue is kind of darker. Sky Blue. Cyan. No. And no. And just for giggles, yeah, this is definitely no. So if you have any of these, you can be like, oh, I have Blue Caprizi. This is way lighter than Caprizi. You can definitely tell. Ooh, actually, Turquoise Eel is getting kind of close. Sumir is getting kind of close. And that's it. Wow, what did you guys think about today's ink? You guys think thoughts about getting a really light ink? A really nice, bright blue ink? Maybe this is the one for you. It is a bit on the expensive side. Let's see how much it costs today. A bottle of Vistonti Turquoise is, oh my gosh, that just tingles down my spine. Oh, that's so expensive. 50 milliliters for $35. Damn. That is expensive. Let's see if I can even find it. I know that I think Pelican Edelstein is 50 mils. It's too bad they don't have the milliliters on the bottle. This is Japan. All I know is that 50 milliliters is not a whole lot of ink. And their bottles are weird looking. Well, anyway, if you haven't done so already, please go check out my website. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Join the Discord. And if you'd like to save 10% off on your next pen order, check out the link in the doobly-doo to save 10% off on Pen Boutique. That's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you, and I will be back very soon with another video. So, take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day.